Hey y'all, it's Rob. I realized the other day that I have not given y'all a conclusion to the 285 Indian Park Drive property, the my first cash flowing investment property, and I want to go over a couple things with y'all. I figured I could go over the numbers with y'all, but that would be honestly probably pretty boring for most people watching this video. Instead, I want to take a little bit longer than my normal 90 to 120-second videos, and I want to go over some things that I learned, things that I feel hold absolutely true, and I'm gonna carry forward into my next investment property to continue my cash flow journey to make passive income and start this rental property business. So the first thing I want to talk about is that the four criteria that I talked about a few months back, that about evaluating a rental opportunity, that those four criteria, they absolutely hold true, especially the cash flowing part. I've talked to some investors, or especially amateur investors, who say, "I don't care as long as it makes me $100 a month. As long as I'm positive, I don't care. I'm happy with it." You can't do that. You've got to make more money than that. Just because something will eventually fail in the property, and you've got to have profit to make up for that. In my opinion, 30 to 40% at least of your gross monthly rents have to be profit. If it's not, then you're setting yourself up for potential failure. So keep that in mind going forward. Cash flow is king when it comes to rental properties. Number two, the second thing I want to talk about is you have to value your tenants. A landlord-tenant relationship is a two-way street. Tenants are great if they're great, and tenants can be rough if they're rough. Well, the laws of relationships in life, they absolutely hold true with the tenant and landlord relationship. Be upfront with them. Tell them that you're not there to nickel and dime them. One thing that I put in my lease is that I'm not going to raise their rent after 12 months if they decide to go month to month. Why would I? I mean, after 12 months, just because they're going to be there month to month and I won't know when they're moving out, I'm still going to have to clean the place. I'm still going to have to, get everything ready for the next tenant when they move. So why would I raise their rent anyway? If they're great tenants and I'm happy with them being there, I want them to stay for 2 years, 3 years, however long they want to stay. If they're good tenants and everything is going well and the financials still look right, why would I raise their rent? I let them know that up front, and that I'm not here to nickel and dime them, to start the relationship off on the right foot. And that really went a long way. I could see it when I told them that face to face, that's what I'm not here to just get one over on them. I'm here to have this be a win-win relationship to where they have a great, clean, affordable place to live, and I'm here to help them achieve that. So value your tenants. That can't stress that enough. Number three, value your time. That's something I didn't think about going into this property. I thought, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to paint. I'm going to do the repairs. I'm going to get this property ready to go. I'm going to save the money, which sounded great. I'm a do-it-yourselfer at heart, so it sounded like a great plan. And I've learned that it's my time is worth more than that. When it comes to painting, it's going to take me 3 or 4 times as long as it'll take a professional painter to paint something, because I don't do it every day. It's not what I'm good at. I should have just paid somebody to do that. I should have paid somebody to do a lot of the things that I did. It would have saved me time. That being said, if you're a specialist in something, like I'm a real estate agent, I'm not going to pay somebody to market my property and find a tenant when I'm perfectly capable of doing it myself and doing a great job with it. I mean, I had renters lined up out the door to get into my property because I knew what I was doing with it. Just like if you're a painter, paint your own property if you have time to do it. If you're an electrician and have to do electrical work, do it. You don't have to outsource that, but value your time. And if it's not something you're great at already, outsource that stuff. It'll be worth its weight in tenfold to you for you to do that. And the last thing I want to cover is it somewhat goes hand in hand with what I just talked about, but that is, do not try to do it all yourself. Value your team. Build a team around you. Build a team of people around you and a support system to help you with everything. If that means, like, I'll give you a perfect example. If my tenant calls me in, as soon as I'm done recording this video and says, "Hey Rob, I have our towel rack came down, for some reason," or something very minor, something that I know a handyman can go out there in 20 minutes and take care of. For instance, this rental property for me is 30 minutes from my house. That's within my rules. To me, a rental property needs to be 30 minutes or less from home to make it manageable. If someone calls me if they call me for a minor repair like that, I'm gonna outsource something like that, because it's not worth my time to go out there, spend 30 minutes driving, 30 minutes back, Hang a tower. Yes, I can do that. It's probably going to take a handyman a few minutes to hang that. It may take me, as I just mentioned with the painting example, it may take me, 3 or 4 times that. So maybe I'm out there for an hour because I didn't bring the right tools and I got to run to Lowe's. And I'm giving a hypothetical. However, if I'm out there for 2 hours taking care of that, and it would have cost me $40 to hire a handyman to go out there and do it, to me, it's worth the time. It's worth the $40 for me to save that 2 hours of my time. So manage your time. Outsource what you're not good at. Value your team, whether it's your handyman, whether it's your real estate agent, whether it's your mortgage officer that you're going to bounce questions off of to find your next property. Manage those relationships and value your team, because without a doubt, they're here to help. If you have a good team around you, they're here for a successful relationship for everybody, because that's how everybody wins and that's how everybody's happy. So I hope these 4 tips help. I mean, this is what I learned while cash flowing my first investment property. I couldn't be happier about being a landlord and being in real estate investing. I'm excited to move forward with the rest of these investments that I have my eyes set on, and I'm here to answer any questions that y'all have. So send me an email. Give me a call, send me a text. My information's on the bottom of this video. Please like the page on YouTube, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/RobFoglia I absolutely appreciate every one of y'all for stopping by, watching this video. It's a little longer than expected, about 6.5 minutes. So I absolutely appreciate y'all's time. Holler at me if you have any questions, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.